He already likes her. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Spy Family. We're now into episode 6, which is called The Friendship Scheme. So, I'm pretty excited here. The last episode was really cute. It was very much kind of a bonding episode for the Forger family. We saw that Anya got her ultimate dream moment where she was in a spy fantasy courtesy of Twilight and a very expensive excursion with the rest of the spies that were part of his network coming through to create a whole situation to make Anya feel very special. And while it was very expensive and probably uncalled for, it was needed in the sense of really bonding the Forger family together. Even though this is a fake situation, it needs to come off as real for them to be able to execute this operation. So it was a good thing. And in the end, we saw that, you know, both Twilight and Anya are a little bit closer together. We're not so sure about yours since she was sauced the whole episode, but I have a feeling that it was a good time for her as well. But now that we actually have Anya in this school, the real mission can begin, because the real mission is to get close to this objective's son and get to know more about their plans for whatever's going to happen with this potential war. So we're getting there, guys. We're finally starting to get our foot in the door. And now Anya's work is, I mean, she thought getting into the school was the hard part, but really this is kind of the first step into the kind of work she's going to have to do. And by extension, of course, Twilight and Yor are going to have to get in with these parents. So I'm excited to see how the dynamic's going to change now that people got to start really playing these acting parts, not just with each other, but now with other people. So I'm ready to get into this episode. Before I do, though, if this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for coming. If you've never been here before, I do reactions, obviously, but I do them things like animes, fairly new, but I'm going to be doing a lot more of those. I also do a lot of geeky shows, Marvel, DC, all that good stuff. So if that's your vibe, please join the fam. If you like this video alone, just go ahead and give that like button a little bit of love. It means a lot to me. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Oh, uniform time. I gotta say, growing up in Canada, I'm 50-50 on the uniform experience. Like, I kind of feel like it would be cool in some ways, but I'm kind of glad that, I didn't have to go through it. Well, you see, we kind of just made it up right after we left, so. Oh. Okay, she's giving us some tea. Never mind, go ahead and process. That is such a real thing, by the way, not just in Japan, but in Korea too, when it comes to rich students versus not so rich students. Right, ma'am? These are things you could have kept to yourself. But I mean, since Anya could read her mind, she would have heard it anyway. Now that I've completely traumatized you, let's get you into your uniform. Okay, no, you're not talking about uniform cost after you went and spent like 10 G's on your little excursion last episode, sir. I keep forgetting that he has to keep working on spy missions while doing this mission. I think that Anya and Yor need to spend some quality time together. Not him basically being like, I know that you can't cook, girl, so you go ahead and you order something so this little girl eat tonight, okay? I like it like this 20s kind of jazz vibe they have to the music. Okay, hello. How do you do, ma'am? Oops. He's like, there's more. It's not gonna end. Oh, you're nicely distracted. Oh, wow, you get capes. Imperial scholars, well, damn. Oh, damn, Anya, you got work to do, girl. Stella stars. Interesting. Well, damn. No! Hello, anxiety, my old friend. The shade in this show is mwah, it is top. Okay, yes! You better work. Nay. Hi. Kawaii. Aww. She's so proud, as she should be.
うちはご飯何にする？
私あの子にもっと母親らしくしてあげられないでしょうか。
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Yes, self-confidence on 100. I love to see it.
ねえ、あれって遺伝性？
Uh-oh. Not the kidnappings.
お小遣い欲しい気分。
Yeah, try it, please. I would like you guys to try it, because you're gonna find out that you picked the wrong one. You found the wrong one. No, 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 no.
じゃダメですよ。
No, 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 no. She is way too young to be wandering alone.
ごきげんよう、お嬢ちゃん。
Get your filthy hand off my mouth.
いい伝じゃいじめや誘拐が。
You really didn't pay attention, did you, Yor? I mean, personally, most people wouldn't really be freaked out, but Anya's like only 5, 6 years old. I'm not letting my 5-year-old out of my sight. That's right. That's right. Ooh, if you get the shaded eyes. Yeah, mess with the wrong ones.
待って残っていません。なので
Please give her the honor of killing you.
はい、でおしまいだ。あんたはどうせクビだろうから。と
That's right.
かぼちゃを素手で
Yeah, you're next. She's trying not to kill you.
野菜のようになりたくなかったら想像に
Exactly.
立ち去りなさい。
One more. Exactly. One more warning before you would ended up in the hospital. By the way, good on Yor, because I know she wants to kill those guys and they all deserved it.
私ではダメな母親です。
Oh no, Yor, you did amazing. You protected her. Oh, Anya, you're so cute. A mom that is strong and cool is just as good as a mama that can cook. Oh, I think that's a good idea, though. Maybe not in the murder part, but I think self-defense is probably a good idea. Without dying. Oh, God. You will not be a normal mother.
私にできることを精一杯頑張ろう。
And that's what a real mama does. I'm for it. I think that kids should learn some levels of self-defense at a very young age because it's a different world out there these days.
何してるの？
入学準備です。
おマジで不安しかない。
He's like, I can't even deal with it. And he didn't even get no dinner either. Oh God, not the guy with the Hitler stash. What's going on here? A little scared.
そのためには多くの科目で首席を取らねばならん。忘れるな。
Anya just sitting there listening to all of this.
エリートにというのは半ば諦めている。
Right? Like, she's like, Dan, you gotta be insulting me right next to me?
続いてクラス分けと
Oh my gosh, it's like Harry Potter. We get to sort now? I want Anya to get Slytherin. Just kidding. I'm Hufflepuff girl.
ダミアン・デズモンドクラスになるように
Got it.
標
See
的
Damien's little
ドロマン・デ
face.
ズモンドの次男ダミアン
He looks a little sly.
仲良し作戦 1. 奴と同じクラスになって仲良くな
Yes.
る 2. 親同伴で家へ遊びに誘う
Yes.
接触
Yes.
とまあそううまく運ぶとは思えな
I
い
mean, I feel like it's probably easier than her becoming an A student in a matter of weeks, but we don't know yet. I don't want to judge Anya like that, okay? She is very smart, even if it's not conventional.
悪のボスの子供。
The evil boss's kid. You can't be calling him that, Ozzy.
俺の魅力に気づいて惚れたか。
Okay,
な
let's
か
go
なか
with
見るのあ
that.
るじゃない。
Not Anya being like, hell no. I love it. He already likes her. Woo. Just go with it, Anya.
その後ろには人民議会副議長の娘男
Wait,
子の中
Anya's
に
got
は
some powerful friends already.
仲良くするんだぞアーニャ
ロイドさん、お子さんのこととなれば必死です。
Go with it. Well, poor Anya's not old enough to realize she should be using all of this. You want to take care of me? Sure. That means you'll underestimate me. You think I got a crush on you? Sure. That means that you'll let me follow you around. Like, come on, Anya. Clap, Twilight G's. You look at him sitting there like security.
なんとかせねばならん。
オキドキ。
Aww. It's so cute. I also like that they showed that Anya zoned in on Twilight's thoughts there. It's kind of hard to tell like how well her brain does with like isolating thoughts versus a flurry. We already know that in high stress situations, she can't seem to block it out. Why are you looking straight at Anya?
なんでアーニャ見る？
Right? Yes, girl. I'm the same. Rude.
レベルによっちゃお前は友達に加えてやってもいいぞ。
Well, damn.
任務のためアーニャ我慢。
Mm-hmm.
アーニャを毎日遊びに行きたい。
バカ言え！身の程を知れこのブス。
We like the boldness.
今こそ必殺のパンチを放つ。
No, no, not yet. Not yet.
真の強者とは言えません。
Yeah, you're coming through with them life lessons.
のがかっこいいお姉さんですよ。
Oh, you're see?
気にしてない。
Look at this face.
余裕だわ。すごいわ。
Yes, killing Anya. That's my baby.
あなた意外と大人なのね。
Look at her face. Yes. Oh, she found a friend. The face comes back.
ラミアン様。
That's the best you
ちょっ
got.
とボキャブラリー。
Right? Exactly.
母嘘つき。笑顔役に立たない。
Not her with the same fake smile on her face. I can't.
泣かしても心の医者のパパが治しちゃうんじゃ。
Wow. That punch might be coming. Oh. Hey! About time. Woo! That is yours, daughter. You can't tell me different. Can't prove it.
手を伸ばしたとこに偶然この人が。
Yes! That's my girl! That's my girl!
アーニャがやった証拠あんのか。
Genius! Genius!
この子の足踏んでたからアーニャ怒っちゃった。
Yes. Good job. Friend for life. Look at her. Rich friend. Respect of her peers.
立ち向かうその
Yes, of course he is.
エレガントだ。
I knew it. That's right. And you already know sometimes it's the right time to throw a punch, don't we, old man? Time tells that little Desmond boy going to have a little crush on Anya now.
ポージャー。ちょっと来い。
Your daughter may or may not have punched somebody.
お怪我はないですか？
しかも、デズモンドの息子を一体
Look at his face. It's okay, Twilight. Oh,
す
God.
みません、ロイドさん。私が特訓などさせて
Well, yes, but no.
入学初日に失点1。おまけにダミアンとの仲も最悪に。
Lloyd is so unfamiliar with this level of failure. It's okay. It's going to work out. I know it's going to work out because you know what? This is probably what's going to get him in to see the family. They're probably going to want to see him personally. Hello, anxiety, my old friend. Oh God, I love this anime so much, you guys. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh, that was adorable. That was adorable. And it went about the way that I expected, honestly. Anya is, like, again, we got to remember, she's only 4 years old. So, of course, she's not going to know how to act in every situation. And, you know, the natural reaction to being bullied is to fight back. Like, honestly, most people, unless they're very timid in nature or very, very scared, they're going to fight back. And with Anya, we still don't know her full story, but I feel like she's been in enough situations now that she don't fold easily. Clearly, she's a bit of a fighter, and she's been around two people that she's seen are very capable of kicking butt. So she felt empowered in that moment, and I'm happy for her. I'm happy that Anya said, no, I don't care who you is. Of course, she's too young to even understand any of that. But she's like, I don't care who you are, boy. You ain't gonna be up in my face calling me ugly, all up in my face telling me you're gonna bully me every day and think I'm not gonna just sucker punch your ass now. Like, no, we gonna establish dominance now, okay? And that's what my sister girl did. She said, no, what's not going to happen is me being your little, you know what, well, it wouldn't even be just for the semester. I mean, Eden College is supposed to be like K through high school. So that could be like your whole school career. Nah. No, Anya did exactly what she needed to do, and that was she reminded him who his boss. So it is what it is. But like I said, I feel like all these things happen for a reason, and we see how Anya was trying to do one thing, but it ended up doing like other things that she didn't expect, right? Like, cause you know, all the people that were talking to her, of course she doesn't know who they are, but she's got that new girl. Was it Becky? Becky at first thought, okay, this is going to be a little pet project, but she was impressed by Anya's cool, calm, collected demeanor, even though it was clearly an act. That face she made. Oh my God, Anya, you're killing me. But like she's impressed, and now she thinks that, you know, Anya defended her honor. So point being, even if she can't directly get to the Desmond kid, which is going to be hard anyways, because little boys and little girls, they don't tend to really mesh that well when they're very young. You know what I mean? It's not to say that they won't like each other, but you know what I mean? Like typically in that age group, boys kind of tend to have all their little boyfriends and girls have their little girlfriends. So, I mean, she probably was going to get that close on a friendly level anyways, but now that she's got another in with this person, I can't remember who Becky's dad was. I'll look back, but he's someone who probably works with Desmond's dad. So, you know, it's all going to line up, I'm sure. And like I said, I just have a sneaking suspicion that this kid is actually going to end up having a fat crush on Anya. I do. Because you know what? He might be crying because he got hit now, but I feel like, you know, when you have a kid like that who's not used to anyone standing up to him, not used to anyone, you know, just not doing every little thing that he asks, like kids like that tend to be very drawn to people like who don't put up with their guff. Like it's actually like they become obsessed with that person who will not bend to their will. So I have a sneaking suspicion that he's actually going to be pretty obsessed with Anya, and not in a bad way. I think he's actually going to want to like get Anya's attention going forward, but we'll see. But I just feel like it might turn out to be a good thing, despite the fact that right now it looks really bad. The other thing, as I said too, is that since the headmaster dude has to contact his parents about this, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they want to meet the Forgers in person and maybe talk about it. And this will give, you know, Twilight a chance to actually finesse his way potentially with the actual family. But considering how much of a big deal they've made it over getting to the Desmonds in the first place, I don't think it's going to happen too soon. It sounds like it's kind of like a closer to the finish line type of interaction. But if there's anyone who can make it happen, we know it's going to be this group. So I thought that was really, really cute. Anya just, oh my God, that was hilarious. But yeah, she killed it. I think she actually did really well. The fact, obviously, the mind reading helps her a lot, but it's also a detriment, right? That's one thing I love about this show, is that they're showing that Anya's power is cool and it's definitely beneficial, but she's too young to really know how to use it properly, if that makes sense. Like if this was an adult using it, they could figure out what to cipher through and what to use and what's not necessary. But because she's so young, she's taking a lot of things at face value. She's reacting a little too much to other things. You get my point. Like it's a bit of a blessing and a curse, but it is also helping her to kind of navigate these relationships to some degree. It also will help her to stay away from anyone who's got ill intentions that they're trying to hide towards her. They won't be able to do that. But it'll be interesting anyways to see how she navigates this school life going forward, because she's had a very different upbringing than most of these kids for obvious reasons. It's definitely going to be funny from what we've seen so far. And then earlier in the episode, of course, we saw that Anya got to spend a little bit of quality time with Yor, and that was really sweet, because I said that, like, Anya's already bonded quite a bit with Twilight, but she hasn't really done a whole lot with Yor yet. This episode, they got to do something that Yor's comfortable with, because we heard that Yor, even though she took care of her little brother, she doesn't necessarily consider herself to be very maternal. Like she said, she accidentally cracked ribs and stuff, so she doesn't necessarily have that genteel, motherly energy. But we saw that, you know, when she went to the park and, you know, Anya came up to her and was like so proud of her uniform and had fun with her. And then, you know, when she said that line of, you know, I may not be your real mom and I may not be able to be like a perfect mom, but I'm going to do the best I can for you. That's it, right? That is the crux of parenthood, whether you're a biological parent or a step parent or an adoptive parent. it's always about like putting that child first and what they need first, and yours got that, so she gonna smash it in her own way. She's not gonna be, as she described it, a normal mom, because she's not a normal person, but she's still gonna be a good mom. And I think the kind of mom that Anya's gonna need, because we already know that Anya ain't normal either, which, you know, at some point everyone else will figure out. But I really like that. I like how she handled the potential kidnapping situation. We'll have to see how it all turns out, but it was a very cute episode once again. I enjoyed it. Funny, well written, witty as usual. Loved it. Hope you guys loved watching along with me. If you did, please go ahead, like this video, and we will see you in the next reaction.